Hand off to Benson to start the drive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They give on 2nd to Benson. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. He does it, touchdown Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go set. Play set.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Go set. Play set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And a decent pickup. They're going to have it up at the 43 after that run. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 43. Connects with fans. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Online, but not enough juice. It's and the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort. but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Yeah.
Benson on 1st and 10. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They've got a man in motion. Staying on the ground with Benson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. Jukes one defender, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Hey, hey, hey. Go!
Jukes out of one stop, and he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
Come on. Green, green, green.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go side. Yo, lady. Right side.
Darnold now to throw. He beams one deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Oh, Big Ace! Big Ace open! Big Ace open!
Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Benson once more. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Now Murray on the play fake. Has it down close. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals push their lead to 21-zip already. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Walker on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
We go set.
Running with Walker again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Staying with Walker. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Budda Baker bringing that one to an end. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 38. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go set.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here.
Red 80. Red 80. Red 80.
Throwing here, Darnold. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Seahawks fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go, 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 go. Green, green, green.
They give up the gut to Benson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Offense in the hurry up here. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Go, 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 go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Omaha, 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 Omaha.
Benson now from the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down. Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. Needs a good amount here, too. 51. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. That's going to catch the crossbar and be sent backwards. No good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
That fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Red 80.
Darnold. And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. They're down to their final one in this half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go, son. Ready. Listen.
Trying again, following the sack. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any...
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cardinals get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll get this one to Watkins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Big ace open, big ace open.
From the 36. Lays out left side and gets it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Big ace. Push. 2.
He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To the air, Murray. He's got it. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Polk with a point after. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Big outside. Inside.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying another one deep. This is brought in at the 15. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Darnold to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
On 3rd down, Walker. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires.
Hey. Hey, easy, quick. Hey, Ace.
A final throw before the break. Rolling left, buying some time. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
We go side. Right side.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
We go side.
Darnold looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Go side.
Running back sent in motion. Now Darnold. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Yo, lady. Go side. Right side.
Here's Darnold. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Murray looking to throw. He's got it. That's McBride. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The give now to Benson. Past midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Now Murray on the play fake. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Seahawks get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Handoff running left. Walker. Still going past the 15. And he's able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Darnold now to throw. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
To throw, here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Darnold. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they face 2nd down. Walker now from the gun. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Gets this to Fant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working inside the red zone. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Throwing here, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Walker. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got... Second and 3 now. Now an inside give to Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. Quick pass right side, complete. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes again. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3. Cup on the catch. He's still going at the 30. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play. Now need a handful more. 5 yards on 2nd and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd down from the gun. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in 1 season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Point after, up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Benson on the give. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here, 2:08 on the clock. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Hey. Whoa. Come back.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's got it in the red zone. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Trey McBride, the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Darnold to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Walker running to the right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Here's Darnold. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They send a man in motion. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. One of the tight ends motioning right. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. He's on the move. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Murray on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Murray here on 1st down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Omaha. Swim.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. Toward the sideline, and McBride's got it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And this streak will